10 boys in a room with a mic. From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., the Blue Guy, Chuck Bitch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
Hey everybody, it's us, The Real Press Start, Pistol Pete Jr. and G-Roll. We're back.
I'm not back.
You're not back?
I'm just here.
You're just there, okay. That makes sense.
You're just going to talk the whole show.
Okay. You're just going to sit there and eat Cheetos?
I'm going to try and refrain from doing so.
We might have Poopin' Baby jumping in and out here. She's awake and hyper today, running around. Other than that, we got
Sponsored by Brisk.
Yes.
Get your apple brisk and your blueberry lemonade iced tea. They have limited flavors right now. Go buy them from your local 7-Eleven.
And tell them The Real Press Start sent you. It won't do anything, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't get anything from this. We're just giving a little bit to our community, you know?
Yes, they'll try those new flavors. They're good. But speaking of people that, do support the show, don't forget to go to therealpressstart.com. Therealpressstart.com. Click that ripped apparel link. Buy some fucking awesome t-shirts. Go to levelupvapor.com. Use coupon code TRPS and you get 20% off your entire order. Dude's got awesome flavors of juices, tons of flavors, all really, really good, all gaming related flavors. You got NPC, dual wield, and some really cool, awesome, good flavors. Go check them out. And then go check out AmericanHeyday.com. They got t-shirts, they got posters, they got flasks, they got anything you can think of over there. Go check them out. Let them know that TRPS sent you.
And Brisk, don't forget Brisk.
And don't forget Brisk. Yes, of course, Brisk. So, I apologize for the cough again. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's just not going away. It's actually getting worse. I think I'm going to die. So, that might happen. Got a bunch of stories here. I got this about PlayStation VR. We're getting more and more information as the release date gets closer. And so Sony just revealed a requirement for its VR headset, and it's going to require 60 feet of space, 60 square feet of space, for you to be able to play it properly and safely.
That's not as big as you would think.
Yeah, it's 9 feet by 6 feet, or 10 feet by 6 feet, pretty much.
That's like me laying on the floor.
Yeah. Like you have your arms, like you go lay out on the floor and starfish. That's about it. Which, I mean, it doesn't sound too bad, but
give or take like 2 more feet.
Yeah. But still, that's still a lot of room. You know what I mean?
That's a weird dimension though. Like 9.8 by 6.2.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
It's probably because 6.2 is probably the width, and 9.8 is your front and back.
I know, but so, like, why not just like a fucking like 9 by 9?
Yeah, exactly. Or like, why break it down to the way I'm looking at it? I don't think I'd be able to play it in here, in my living room, because the distance between my TV and my sofa is probably 9 feet.
Yeah,
Right?
that'd be fine.
Well, I guess I would be, but see,
I'm gonna have to lay on the floor so we can try and get a.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
All right.
Then I'd have to move the coffee table.
So for me,
it's about 6 feet. It's like exactly me.
Yeah, it is exactly you. That's.
yes, you'd be fine.
That's gonna be our new standard of measurement. How many G rolls?
How many G rolls?
So you need 1 G roll by a G roll and a half.
Yes, exactly.
Limit your use of PlayStation VR within play area. Oh yeah, because obviously they don't want you going out of the area. Remain seated whenever possible. If an application requires you to stand while wearing the VR headset, follow the application instructions carefully. Maintain awareness of your surroundings, which is hard to do wearing a VR headset. Have you actually had any worn VR headset?
No.
you can't see shit else because it's like
Yeah, they're like goggles.
yeah.
And then
So it's kind of
they're
hard.
not see-through goggles because there's a screen.
Yeah. So it's really hard to be aware of your surroundings, but they're telling you to be aware of your surroundings. I guess that you should know what's around you before you put them on.
Yeah.
But
maybe it's a buddy system. Maybe
yeah.
you need a buddy.
You got somebody watching you. I love watching some of those videos of people trying VR for the first time with the roller coasters and shit. Like people just fall and fucking just lose their shit. Or the horror games.
I saw one where like you're just standing in one spot and you just look, you just spin around, you look around and there's like zombies and you shoot at them.
Yeah.
And like there's one video like some girl just freaking the fuck out while she's doing it.
Yeah, I think it's the same one. Like they're just showing different people like they're just flashing it, like different people reacting to that game.
No, it was like a full video of just her for like 6 minutes.
So I think I saw one. It's like different people playing that game, and then they just flash at her, and she's just freaking the fuck out. Beta signups open for the next PS4 update. Did you know that the PlayStation has been letting people sign up for the beta testing of new features?
No sir.
So their beta testers get advanced look at some of the improvements and features coming to PlayStation 4, according to the post on PlayStation's blog. Registration will be open from today until the beta begins in early August. It closes once the beta starts, and I'll put a link to the website if you want to sign up. I know they did betas for the 3.0 and 3.5 updates. So it looks like there's going to be... They only usually do betas when there's going to be a huge...
It's like a big update.
Yeah, a big update.
So adding share.
Yeah. So it looks like there's going to be a pretty big update coming up. And so I got some NX rumors. NX is reportedly going to be compatible with Nintendo smartphone games. So that means...
Pokemon Go?
No, Pokemon Go is not a Nintendo game.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, that's right. It's because of the stock.
Yeah, that's why that's... I think right now the only mobile phone game they have is... oh, God. What's that Amiibo game? It's like the Amiibo social game.
I don't know.
God.
Are they going to have a Diddy Kong Racing?
They should.
Are they going to have a Mario Kart?
I'm assuming. I mean, with every Nintendo system.
Are they just going to have a Pokemon game on iOS?
Let me see. I know there's Nintendo... Miyamoto, that's that Nintendo game.
Miitomo.
Oh, yeah, Miitomo, whatever. Let me see if there's other Nintendo-based games.
I think, wait, scroll up to the reviews. It runs fine on my phone and it's a fun time killer. I can spend the main in-game currency for new clothes. They like sound like fake ass reviews.
Addictive. My friends and I love Miitomo and play it on a daily basis. It's so fun and addictive.
Funny, I can spend the main in-game currency for new clothes, some of which are hilarious.
Hilarious. Cute. I have so many friends to use this with. I never get bored. This is such a cute app. Yeah, they do sound fake as shit. But obviously, I mean, they...
Great social app. I think this is a great social app, and I'm very excited to have this on my phone. Come on.
Yeah. Overall, it's got a 3.7. So, that's not a very high rated.
I mean, yeah.
I remember I installed the Miitomo app when it first came out just to check out what it was, and it took like an hour to fucking load, so I never actually played the game.
It's because you don't have internet, dude.
No, I wasn't even, I was using my phone.
It's because your internet's so bad. Even when you don't have internet.
Right?
You're not using it. Oh, I have a tambourine now. Sorry.
No worries. So I don't know what other mobile apps we're talking about using, because that's the only mobile app that, at least for Android, I'm aware of. I know that Miitomo app is available for iPhone as well, but
I've never even heard of it until right now.
I think we talked about it on the show.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, we did.
No.
I'm like 90% sure we talked about it on the show.
Never.
I got some awesome news. Oh, and then Nintendo NX is slotted for March 2017 release.
Yeah, that's exactly. I knew that.
Yeah. I was reading an article earlier that talked about how, cause you know how they're saying that it's supposed to be as powerful as the PS4 and Xbox One.
Uh-huh.
Well, I found this article on Polygon. It's a lot of technical mumbo jumbo. It's a lot of uh, chipsets and active cooling versus passive coolings and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it uses the same chipset as the NVIDIA Shield set-top box,
Uh-huh.
and the NVIDIA Shield uses an actively cooled chipset, whereas the Nintendo NX uses a passively cooled, which means
And what does this mean?
that means it's not going to be as the hardware acceleration isn't going to be as powerful as the NVIDIA
Uh-huh.
because that creates more heat, so you would need either that or it's going to overheat a lot.
Yeah.
So one of the two things. And either way, that's no good. So, and I got some random ass game news. Everyone's excited for No Man's Sky, right?
Right.
No Man's Sky comes out
August 9th.
August 9th. Thank you. Well, one guy paid a fucking butt ton of money. I think he paid $1,800. Let me see. I'll pull it.
So what? He paid it to
He
what?
paid $1,300 to play No Man's Sky early.
And he got to?
Yeah, he didn't pay. What was it? What are they called? Oh, Hello Games. Hello Games. He didn't pay Hello Games that money.
Who did he pay?
Either some store or someone that had access to the games, but he got a leaked copy. There's a bunch. That's one of the things about
Everyone. There's leaked copies for every game.
Yeah, but with No Man's Sky, it's one of those games where having the game early kind of gives you a huge advantage on naming shit. You know what I mean? I know that people.
Not really with the size of the game.
True, but I mean, you're still gonna have access to more planets, than you know what I mean. Like, cause look how August 9th, we got another week and a half before the game comes out. There's people that are playing it already.
Yeah, it's fine to me.
Yeah,
They said for you to explore the entire universe,
this is true. Yeah,
it would take like something ridiculous, like 1,000 years.
that's true. But
so fucking like 300 people, even if it's like 300 people who are playing this game,
yeah,
they're not gonna put a fucking dent.
this is true. But the one thing that Hello Games is getting upset about is that there are people that are spoiling it. There's not. I guess there is. Obviously there has to be a story.
Mm-hmm.
So, but one of the things is a lot of people are putting these videos online and shit. Like this guy that paid $1,300 for it. Like they asked him, because the Hello Games has reached out to him and they've been taking his videos down. They told him, stop posting fucking videos, And his response was, well, he said something about like I have the disposable income. I'm at a place in my life where I can spend that much money on a video game, and I'm gonna play it. I'm just gonna post the shit. If people want to watch it, they're gonna watch it. If they don't want to watch it, they're not gonna watch it. Mm-hmm. Like the dude's just trying to be a scumbag, pretty much. But it's a shitty situation. So because a lot of people, okay, yeah, if you're gonna buy a game early, if you have access to it, I don't blame you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you have the money to pay fucking $1,300 for a fucking game and get it early, okay, more power to you. But don't be a fucking scumbag about it.
You're not supposed to be able to. You're breaking. He's breaking the law.
He is breaking the law. Yeah.
So he's gonna get fucked.
Yeah. Eventually.
If Hello Games.
Yeah.
Gets mad.
And then just real quick, more gaming news.
There's no way he's just not gonna get fucked if they do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty concrete.
Yeah, it's copyright law. That's why like because GameStop gets the games like at least a week ahead of time, right? So the games are there, they just can't sell them to you because it's the law.
Yeah. Well, even posting it, there's like an embargo or whatever you would call it on posting videos of the game. Like on Twitch, they will if you try and play a game before, like the Twitch will fucking ban you.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. Sorry. Marvel Ultimate Alliance Part 1 and 2. Have you played any of those games?
I played one every once in a while. I would go to Uncle Danny's house or something.
They're really fucking good games. They just apparently I didn't know they were doing they're not really a remaster. They just kind of HD'd them up a little bit, but they re-released
They're
them.
HD or they're just like backwards compatible.
No, they're HD.
Deal.
They kind of they didn't do a full HD remake, but they cleaned them up where it looks a lot better, and they released them on PS4 and Xbox One and PC.
Right now?
Yeah. They came out July 28th. So
Is it for a limited time or?
no, they're there.
Okay.
And you can buy both of them individually for $40 each, or you can buy both for $60. Which, you know what I mean? Why not buy both?
Yeah.
It's a great fucking game.
But if you're already just gonna buy one, which one would you get? One or two?
I think one. One's a better one. Two's good. Don't get me wrong. Two's good because two gets into the Civil War. But I think one to me always like one felt more like how can I say? It just felt more like cleaner. Like I think because they add like in two they add a lot. They make the experience more in depth when it comes to your characters and such.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes it gets in the way. Like you have to keep upgrading your character. In the first one you had to do it as well, but it wasn't as complicated. And I think in the second one it got complicated to a point where it's like not frustrating but annoying kind of. You know what I mean? And I could be remembering it wrong. It's been a while since I played them, either one. But I know I do remember enjoying the first one better. Because I finished the first one, the second one I never finished. But then that could also be because when I played the first one, it was me and Chubb Ditch playing it, and the second one I played by myself. Because the first one, both games are better with a team. Like when you actually playing with other players, or still playing by yourself. They're still good by themselves, but.
Are they PS3 games or PS2 games?
PS3. Darksiders, the War Mastered Edition, announced for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and the Wii U. Did you ever play Darksiders?
No. I don't.
It's a really fucking good game. I love Darksiders. I bought it when it was already once it came $20, I think. And I had heard good things about it, but I didn't really know much about it. And I picked it up and ended up loving it. I haven't played the second one though. I heard the second one's not as good as the first one, but I heard it's still really good. But it's going to be double textured resolution, rendering, improvement, and rework, better shadowing, rendering process, post-processing effects, native 1080p rendering. They're pretty much breaking it down completely and rebuilding it, which is kind of cool. GTA publisher Take-Two is going to start its own indie program. Indie games are huge right now. Because with smaller teams and less money, these people, like a lot of these guys are making some fucking great games. You know?
Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, did you see the Pokemon Go mod?
I want to say I have. Is it when they're in the car? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're just swerving everywhere? Yeah, I have seen it. That shit was pretty funny. Have you seen the Pokemon Go in real life? Or the real life glitch or whatever it was?
No, exactly.
It was this guy who's playing Pokemon Go and he gets that what they call it, I don't know, Pokemon you can catch. And he's looking around on his thing because like there's no one showing up on his map, but like there's like he's sitting on the bench next to his, like either his buddy or just some guy. It's not clear in the video. And he goes then like all of a sudden the camera goes to him, and like it's like showing like he's a Pokemon. He goes, oh wow, my phone thinks you're a Pokemon. And so he throws a Pokeball at him, and all of a sudden out of the phone goes, and he hits him in the head, and it catches him. And like he gets sucked in, he's like fighting trying to get sucked. You've seen that one?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
I didn't know it was called Pokemon Go in real life.
Yeah, or it's like the real life glitch or some shit like that. He gets sucked in. And the battle scene is fucking hilarious, because like, he comes out of the Pokeball all fucking broken and fucked up.
Yeah.
He uses the heal on him, and then he just runs the fuck away. Yeah, check that shit out. It's called the real life glitch. Pokemon Go real life glitch. But back to Take-Two becoming an indie producer. Starting its own indie program. I think it's pretty exciting news, considering the Take-Two has a pretty good pedigree when it comes to games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think if it does come to indie games, they're gonna not take it lightly. You know what I mean? So I can imagine some.
I want them to focus on their Red Dead.
Yeah, well, Take-Two is the publisher. They're just all Take-Two does is like okay, Rockstar's the ones that are making the game.
Okay.
And Take-Two's the ones that are like, okay, well, we're going to sell this for you, pretty much.
Alright.
There's the developers and the publishers, you know. Like Activision, I believe, is a publisher. They're not developers anymore. They have their, like, other people.
Yeah, they have like Treyarch.
Yeah. So it's shit like that. But Take-Two's pretty good about the shit they put out, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Pokemon Go device. I got some more Pokemon. Like it's inevitable. Like you try to avoid the Pokemon Go news and shit, but it just keeps coming at you. The device, the little wrist thingy, it's suffering some delays. They're not gonna release it. A lot of people are saying the rumors are it's because they're having so many issues with the game itself.
Yeah, they should be focusing on that instead of
putting
out this weird little Bluetooth thing.
But the delays they're saying is due to preparations for Pokemon Go in order to optimize Pokemon Go Plus for us to offer new experiences to play Pokemon Go with Pokemon Go Plus with a quality and level high enough to satisfy as many people as possible. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically the same. Yeah, like they're not in a place where they feel they're comfortable with.
Yeah.
So. Did
you see the major updates that they just did Pokemon Go?
Lately?
They just updated the app like.
Oh really?
Yesterday, maybe the day before.
What happened?
They got rid of the you know how on the nearby how it had the footprints underneath? Those are gone now because they still haven't fixed the 3 footprint. That glitch was fucking annoying. Or every fucking Pokemon had 3 steps. So they just got rid of the steps until they fix that. I guess I'm assuming that's their fix.
Let's just guess.
Yeah. Well, I know the list.
You know which one? Yeah, the one.
Whichever list was at the top of your list is the one that's closest.
So you're not gonna know like. One footstep, you're just gonna have to walk around like an idiot. You're not even gonna know if you're going in the right direction.
Nope. The other thing,
until like a different Pokemon's closer.
The other thing they do, speaking of that, is there's a bunch of I've been using an app and they stopped that one working now too. There was Poke Radar and the one I was using was oh god, I can't remember what it's called now. It's Poke something. They're all Poke Detector, and none of them work anymore. Niantic shut them all down. So, because those help. The Poke Detector one really, because like it would literally show me a map and like okay, so it would only show me ones that are catchable, like within my range.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'd be going and all of a sudden it would give me an alert and it would say, like, so I'd open it up and like so I could see where I'm at and like literally okay, there's a Pokemon just right around this corner, so I can just walk up to it and it'll be right there. But they disabled a lot of those now.
Yeah.
So not only did they get rid of the feet thing and nearby, but they also got rid of all those. They made it where did they say you can customize your trainer now?
No.
Yeah, you can customize your trainer with they added 3 options for the 3 teams. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like my trainer's all red now.
My trainer's dead.
What else did they add? That's how I had mine originally, with all the black and yellow stuff.
Yeah.
But now he's all red because I picked the right team.
You picked the right team?
Yes, I picked. Oh, and there's this.
Yeah, because that little Gyarados thing in the loading screen is not clear. Like, when I first looked at them, like, be aware of my surroundings for Pokemon? Is that what it's trying to tell me? And then I look like, oh no, it's supposed to be like in general.
Yeah, in general. Now there's before the game actually
starts. Fall off this bridge.
Yeah.
And get eaten by a Gyarados.
Yeah, but now after the game loads up, there's actually a pop-up that says, "Remember to be alert at all times. Stay aware of your surroundings." And you have to actually click OK before you can start playing. And apparently the pop-up, I haven't played it long enough, but apparently the pop-up comes up every hour, something like that. So. But yeah, so now you have the option to, yeah, damn, everyone's fucking texting me all of a sudden. What was I saying? Oh, but now, yeah, you have the option to customize, you know where the journal, how they used to have the journal option?
Uh-huh.
Well, now where that area was, you can click and they, add like they call that the hamburger, some people.
Hamburger?
Yeah, like the 3 bars.
Oh.
You know.
Okay, I see what you're trying to say.
Like some people call it the hamburger, but they added one of those because before, remember, it would just say, it would have to close it out and it would say journal.
Yeah.
Now you have to click the little hamburger thing and it has a journal and you're customized.
Alright.
And they've added a few more like hats and t-shirt items for you to so just added in the hats they pretty much just added a red and a yellow, a red and a blue. The yellow one was already there.
Yeah, because instinct is the best.
And then they added the same thing with tops. And they didn't add blue pants though, which is weird. They did have different shoes though. They had a bunch of different shoes, new backpacks, stuff like that. So
Customers one.
apparently they are going to be customizing more. They're adding more customizable stuff to it.
I'm more interested when they add more Pokemon,
Yeah,
trading, and battle. Those are the three things I want.
yeah,
More Pokemon, trading.
and yeah, battling. I can't wait for trading. I have a friend of mine that plays, but he doesn't. Like he just started playing because everyone else around him was playing. He doesn't do anything with them, but he's catching all kinds of like the area he lives. He's just catching all kinds of like he's got a bunch of rare Pokemon. He's like,
I don't even know what this Gyarados thing is.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is it? It's like a snake.
Pretty much. And so he I told him you're just gonna trade all your shit to me when they add trading.
What is a Gyarados? Gyarados.
Then I got this one too. Pokemon Go is losing daily users. It's still the most popular app right now. It's still at the top of all the app charts. And it's still got a shit ton of fucking users.
Uh-huh.
But it's dropped down quite a bit. Let me see if I can get the numbers. About 10% since it actually started. But then again, I got the story right before it opened right before it released in Japan.
Yeah.
But they are like because a lot of people download it because of all kinds of hype, and then like they start playing it, and like I know I don't play it daily anymore.
Yeah.
I still play it where
I don't think I've touched it since Comic-Con.
Yeah, see, like all Comic-Con weekend, I didn't play it at all, and I played it maybe 2 or 3 times since then.
Yeah.
This week. So, like I don't play it a lot. I play it when I get a chance, but because it drains so much fucking battery, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't just.
Yeah, it kills your battery.
Mm-hmm.
The game crashes a lot still.
Yeah. Still. And the fucking
and then the fact that they changed the Pokemon, the nearby.
But that's the other thing. That reminds me. The other thing they changed though is they changed the spawn locations of a lot of Pokemon.
Oh really? Yeah,
Pidgeys and Rattatas and everything. Those fuckers still spawn everywhere.
Yeah.
But you might be seeing different types of Pokemon in your area now.
Okay. Better still get fucking Charmanders in their home.
Right. And then there was this whole thing about. This interview was released right before they did this latest update, and they were talking to the president of Niantic, and they asked him, how do you feel about Poker Radar and things like that, the top of the code and show where Pokemon are or where Pokemon are spawning. He says, yeah, I don't really like that, not a fan. We have priorities right now, but they might find in the future that those things might not work. People are only hurting themselves because it takes some of the fun out of the game. People are hacking around and trying to take the data out of our system, and that's against our terms of service. So these apps are violating terms of service, yeah. Okay, no. And then he starts talking about cheating, and he feels that those apps are cheating. That's pretty much what he goes into.
I mean, they are cheating.
Yeah, it is cheating, but it's also like because the nearby system
it still requires you to like the one that you told me about. That still requires you to walk towards it.
Yeah. It's not like It's the same thing with Pokéradar. Most of these apps are just telling you where Pokemon are. They're not bringing the Pokemon to you. You know what I mean? Because the nearby system is so broken that it's fucking impossible. Like, yeah, I know these Pokemon are in my area. Like, there's a lot of times where I'll open the app and literally the nearby is fucking empty. There's nothing showing up in my nearby. But I get.
I don't even know why they don't tell you. Like, they should just tell you where.
Give you an arrow, like
Like an arrow, yeah. They should, like, if you track it.
But you know what?
Like, you know how they have the tracking thing. If you track it, it should give you an arrow towards it in that direction.
I think if they
a straight arrow towards that direction, like not like go left down this.
No, yeah, not direction, not GPS direction.
You gotta go towards that arrow.
Well, Ingress did that.
Uh-huh.
Ingress would tell you like if there was a tower nearby, like you could see where the towers were. They didn't. They didn't just pop up as you got closer. You could see where they were, but you could click on a tower and it would tell you, okay, like it's in this direction in case you lose it when you're driving or walking or whatever. But I think with Pokemon Go, because they just pop up out of nowhere, the Pokemon. I think if they had that app, like more people would be focused on, okay, where's that arrow, where's the arrow, where's the arrow, and they really wouldn't be paying attention to the surroundings.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I don't know. I really think, because think about it, because right now people are already playing Pokemon Go like this. Now, if there's an arrow actively moving, telling them which way to go, you're gonna see people, because they're just looking at their phone. They're gonna just wander off in the walls and
fucking. When you're like, you just follow the rule. Your little method when like you text and drive or something. Fucking like 2 letters and then look up. Like just look at it for like 2 seconds and then if like the arrow changes to go back. Who cares?
yeah, people are stupid.
That's all I'm saying. It takes a special kind of stupid to get hit by a fucking car
Yes.
while playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, this is true. So Russia, they've come out and pretty much called Pokemon Go evil.
Evil?
Yes.
But they have Rasputin.
Yes. Where'd it go? Yeah. Oh shit, lost it. Where'd it go? Yeah, Russian officials think Pokemon Go is evil. They are flipping out about Pokemon Go, and what will dispel its destabilizing effect on society. The Moscow government believes it's developing their own. Because they think that the Niantic is using it to spy. So the Russian government is going to be creating their own version of Pokemon Go. It's not going to be
Russia.
it's not going to be Pokemon Go, but it's going to be a Russian game. It still hasn't been released in Russia, but it's more than 2 weeks after the German launch, and Russian Pokemon fans have found workarounds, so they're playing it using the German version of it, and fucking Russian people are fucking pissed, or the Russian officials. According to Moscow Times, the Russian government's communication minister has speculated that Pokemon Go's purpose is to collect video information under the auspices of intelligence
Auspices of intelligence services.
He doesn't support a complete ban on the game like other Russian officials. He does suspect that intelligence services might have contributed to this app. So he's saying that like the CIA was working with Niantic and helped them develop this game because.
I mean, what video information are they getting?
Well, you know how when you have the AR on, it's your camera. You know what I mean?
Oh, look at that! There's a fucking. But like all the videos are gonna have like a little fucking Pikachu floating in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very fucking useful information. Thanks for looking at your fucking thigh.
Oh,
there's a Pikachu.
Pretty much. Now look at this one. This is a member of Russian parliament. It feels like the devil has arrived through Pokemon and is trying to tear our morality apart from the inside. Let's see here. This is another one saying one of the risks are many thousands of people will be disconnected from reality and not paying attention to traffic and pedestrian crossings.
I don't even use AR though.
Neither do I.
Because it kills your battery even more.
Yeah. They're just talking about how so many people are involved in it, and it's taken away from what they want. Like only we can steal information from you. It's just funny.
We do our spying the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
The sleeper agents.
It's just funny to me that they're calling it evil. They're going to be making their own version of it. I think that's the last bit of gaming news. I got gaming movie related news though. Mm-hmm. The Uncharted movie just got a new script writer.
You mean Indiana Jones?
Yes, Indiana Jones.
You mean Tomb Raider?
Yes, pretty much. So it just got another scriptwriter, and he's the writer behind the A-Team, 2 episodes of NBC's The Blacklist, and Bad Boy 3 with Will Smith and.
Do we need a Bad Boys 3?
Not really. No. Not at all.
I don't remember the Bad Boys.
They were good movies.
Were they?
1 and 2 were both really good. I mean, I could see a 3. I could see why they would want to do a 3. But
I feel like, what's his name? Oh man, with the other guy, not Will Smith.
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, I feel like he's too old.
Oh yeah, definitely. But so they're both old now. Have you heard about this game Life is Strange and how huge it is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's so big that they're working on making it a TV series.
That could be a good TV show.
Yeah. So.
Could be it might. It might be confusing for other people.
But they're looking to make the first season of the game into a TV series.
That'd be good though. I'd watch it.
And since they can't really say much about it because they're still in the works of figuring where it's gonna work, but they are working.
Yeah, the only thing that would be weird is that that game's like a choice.
Choice based. Yeah. But I mean,
it's just like.
But even with choice based games, there's still like, this is the overall story, and this is how just like with what they did with Infamous. I'm sorry. When they made the latest one for PS4, because Infamous had multiple endings depending on whether you were a hero or a villain. And what they did was, as a developer, when they were deciding where the story was going to go, they looked at all the trophy data. Okay, because they looked at how many people finished on their first playthrough. What did you play as, a hero or a villain? Mm-hmm. And they had the majority of people finish the game as a hero. So this is the ending that they got, the original ending. Mm-hmm. So they continued the story on based on this ending. Excuse me. So they get that data. You know what I mean? So what they can do is read the player data.
They'll go through each choice and whichever was the most popular.
Yeah, whatever the most popular.
I don't know about Life is Strange. You said with Telltale games.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, it'll show you all the major choices that you made. Mm-hmm. It already says like what was the majority, like what was
how most people played,
what other people chose.
Yeah. Yeah, so see, they can probably do something like that and they'll base the story around.
Like how common was your answer to...
Yeah, exactly. So they can do that. They'll take the most common answers and break the story down that way. Mm-hmm. And on a complete enormous coincidence, if you haven't played Life is Strange, the first episode of the game was recently made free for everyone forever.
For everyone forever?
Yeah. Cool. So, and then Netflix, not to be outdone, wants to make their Marvel shows more quickly, which this worries me. Punisher may appear in the Defenders, that's the other thing. But Netflix is planning to ramp up the output of Marvel television shows, aiming to have less downtime between seasons. Mm-hmm. But if you start rushing, I mean, so far these series, like the last Daredevil season 1, Jessica Jones, and then Daredevil season 2 were all fucking almost perfect shows. Mm-hmm. They're fucking amazing. Now my fear is if they start rushing them, the story might suffer, or the acting might suffer, or you know what I mean?
I mean, maybe because they're not all directed by the same person.
Yeah, but that's typical.
So it's probably all just different. Like if they put together a schedule where let's say Daredevil's filming right now. Yeah. And then they'll let their stuff out in February. Yeah. And then right now. And just a little bit after Daredevil starts is about to finish up, and then Jessica Jones is going, and then by March they let that out. They'll let theirs out. So it won't be like they're rushing it if they
keep the production schedule, just release it sooner. Yeah. That'd be nice. That I wouldn't mind at all. Yeah. But see, right now that one of the things they're talking about is with the Defenders, because okay. The Defenders is going to be Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones. I was gonna say Mike Jones. Mike
Plus,
Jones.
all of them are like supposed to take place in all in the same in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, it's all in the same.
Or,
Yeah,
or like
in New York.
neighboring cities.
Yeah.
And like they could all just like film at the same time. They could have cameos in each one.
Well, see, and that's what they're talking about. Like,
may not even interfere with anything.
Because with the Defenders schedule, because it takes all 4 major heroes from all 4 of the series and puts them all in one, so that they had to change the production schedule of the other series to make to fit for Defenders. But so that means.
Well, that's different because that's everyone kind of has to come together. And
yeah.
They're doing a full show on. I'm saying like Punisher can come into Daredevil once in a while or something.
Yeah.
Or Luke Cage or Jessica Jones.
The one hint though, when they talk about, because they talked about how the whole cast has been called for Defenders. So I want to ask, when you say whole cast, does that mean John Bernthal as well? And he didn't he didn't say no. He just said then he said stay tuned. So hopefully that means
they're probably like writing up the contract.
Probably right now, yeah. Daredevil was confirmed for a 3rd season, and Jessica Jones was renewed for season 2. They both announced at Comic-Con. I'm really excited for Defenders. I'm Luke Cage and Iron Fist I'm looking forward to those as well. I've always loved Iron Fist and Luke Cage's characters respectively.
Did you see the Luke Cage trailer?
No, I haven't seen the Luke Cage trailer. I didn't know there was a trailer.
I think there was a trailer. Unless I imagined it.
Oh shit! Speaking of Luke Cage, really quick, have you heard about the it's only a 4-episode arc. Deadpool kills, or not 4-episode, 4 comic arc, but it's Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Have you heard about that?
I haven't.
It came out a while ago.
I have heard of it. I never read it. I wanted to, but I haven't been able to get like an online copy or something.
I just finished reading it. It's fucking terrifying, man. It's good. It's so fucking good. But like it's done in a way that everything you love about Deadpool makes you hate him in this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fucking like it's nuts. It is fucking brutal. He kills fucking everybody in brutal fucking ways. It's really, really good.
Is there any way I can borrow it from you? I know
it's a digital, but I think you can. It says I can share it.
Really?
So, but it's off of Google Play, so I don't know if you can do it.
I don't know. Let's try it.
I'll send you the link, but it's really fucking good. It's like, cause like the same thing, Marvel Zombies. If you read Marvel Zombies, that one's pretty terrifying as well, and it's in the same vein. It's very like just brutal, like just the way people die, like when Spider-Man died, and that fucking spoiler alert. I mean, obviously he kills the entire universe, but he kills the entire. But yeah, so yeah, when Spider-Man dies, it's like seeing some of my favorite characters fucking die in brutal fucking ways is really, really fucked up. But yeah, it's overall it's a really, really good series, and if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I highly recommend checking it out. I'm gonna work on getting you to be able to at least borrow that copy that I got there. How do we get into this? We were talking about something else, and then.
What?
I'm trying to remember how we got into talking about Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
I don't even know anymore. You said.
Oh, we're talking about the
Darksiders.
Yeah.
We're talking about Darksiders or some shit.
No, we were talking about the Defenders.
Oh, the Defenders.
In the Marvel Universe. I don't remember how I don't know. But yeah. It has something to do with Jessica Jones?
I think you were just looking. You accidentally went to something on your phone. And you saw that and you're like, oh, by the way.
It might have been. Oh no, Luke Cage. Because I was talking about Luke Cage. Okay. And how
does he die brutally? And,
he dies. It's pretty fucked up. I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah, Daredevil dies pretty fucked up too.
Does he lose his eyes?
He does, actually. On a completely separate note, Disney is developing a Rocketeer.
Cut off his ears?
No, they don't cut off his ears. That would be a fucked up way to kill him. Like cut off his ears, but he would still be able to hear.
Not
Like,
really.
Yeah, but not to the extent that he. Yeah.
Not to the point where he has fucking super
hearing.
sonar.
Yeah. So have you ever saw the movie Rocketeer?
No.
No.
Actually, I tried watching it on HBO the other day. I noticed it was on, so it looked really corny to me, so I was just like, nah.
It's a little corny, but it's meant to be one of those kind of corny, like 50s types movies.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to have, that kind of like vibe.
Right.
But it's pretty good. But they're making a sequel to it after fucking came out in '91.
Yeah. Okay. So like these kinds of movies need reboots.
Yeah. Not a sequel.
fucking-
Yeah. And especially because it's going to be set 6 years after the original film. And sees a new pilot take on the role of the Rocketeer after the original hero Cliff Secord went missing during a bout with the Nazis. According to the report, the new film will feature a black female lead in a movie that sees the new Rocketeer set out to stop an ambitious and corrupt rocket scientist from stealing jetpack.
So the Rocketeer's a black female?
In this one, in the sequel, it looks like.
Okay.
The first one was actually really good. I love it. I could still watch it. It's about this guy that he's a racer, like a pilot, but he races planes. He's not like a war pilot or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets mixed up with this thing where like this guy is trying to get this jetpack. It's a stolen jetpack from the FBI or somewhere. And it's like it's an actual working jetpack that people can fly it and not die, you know. And because during World War II, like the Nazis were really trying to get jetpacks, and so they use that as the basis of the story. And like he ends up with this jetpack and becomes this kind of hero, kind of. And really, it's just him saving his girlfriend over and over. But it's a good movie. So this one looks like it's going to continue. It's going to be 6 years later. World War II is still going on. Nazis are still trying to get the jetpack. But I'm intrigued, but I think maybe a reboot might be better than a sequel for that one.
Right.
Because what's his name is way older now. Fucking
Max Winkler.
Oh no, what the fuck's his name?
Henry Winkler.
No, neither of these were part of the original.
Cliff Secord.
Cliff Secord, the guy that played him. I can't remember his name right now. He's the guy that was in Encino Man. He was George of the Jungle.
Harrison Ford.
No, not Harrison Ford. Fuck, I can't remember his name right now.
Clint Eastwood.
Nope.
Jack Nicholson.
No.
Raven Taylor.
Billy Campbell. That's
Blake
his name.
Griffin.
I was confusing him with somebody else too. Billy Campbell.
Ryan Callow.
I'm gonna throw something at you.
Hughes.
So the young Han Solo can appear in multiple Star Wars films.
Right?
Disney has big plans for their new young Han Solo, and they're planning to put him in a bunch of movies apparently. They actually have him signed for at least 3 movies, part of his contract. So I don't know what they're gonna do. So it looks like they're gonna do 3 prequel movies, maybe, like where young Han Solo is young enough to be in these.
Not interested.
Me neither.
I'm really just interested in these new characters, and like brand new characters.
Yeah.
And I've seen Han Solo.
I've been excited for Rogue One, especially now that they've announced Vader's going to be in it, and it's going to be a lot more, you know.
Yeah. I still stand by what I said.
That it's.
I want these movies to be directly related.
Yeah.
Towards
No, I agree, but I still.
The new trilogy that they're going to be making, and I don't need to see them go get the plans for the Death Star.
Yeah, because we all know how that ends.
Because we all know that plan fails.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing, technically it doesn't fail. It's just they all die, but they actually get the plan. To me, it goes back to like with God of War Ascension.
Well, that's fine. So that the plans don't even fully work. They just destroyed the gun of the fucking Death Star.
Well, they don't. They destroyed the whole Death Star.
No.
The plans lead to them finding the critical weakness of that exhaust port. And then that's how Luke goes through the tunnel run and shoots the missiles down and blows up the entire Death Star.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You need to watch episode.
I do.
episode 4.
I need to rewatch everything.
Yeah. You know what? As a matter of fact, if you want,
I have the movies. I just need to rewatch them.
Okay, yeah. Well, then you need to go and rewatch them. Because yeah, the battle plan, the Death Star plans actually helped them.
I could have sworn I only destroyed like a quarter of it, and it was just like the main gun that actually.
No, they destroy the whole thing. It blows up with the big ring, and because remember Darth Vader's he gets knocked away. Then when the Death Star explodes, it like makes him go further off course at the very end. Like the that ring, that blast wave.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember.
Well, yeah, they destroy it all. But it goes back to like with God of War Ascension. God of War Ascension wasn't the best God of War game, and one of the biggest things that were wrong with it was because we already knew the story. You know what I mean? We knew what happened, so we knew how it turned out.
Yeah, that's right.
What's that?
I said that's right.
Yeah, so I mean that's my take on Rogue One. I still want to see it, and I'm still gonna go see it, but you know I'm hoping it's gonna end up better than I anticipate in my head. Because of reasons that we've already discussed now. And then you know how they're doing the new Tomb Raider movie?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be another fresh new take on Lara Croft. So those will be
it should be like the fucking...
the one from the recent game, yeah, but no, it's gonna be another fresh new take on Lara Croft. Apparently, it's not gonna take much from the new game.
I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't like it.
But yeah.
Were you talking about Paul Greengrass?
Paul Greengrass? Oh, no, I was not. Shut up. Major character confirmed not to be in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. They were suggesting that...
What about Gareth Edwards?
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, Han Solo was not going to be in Rogue
Kathleen
One.
Kennedy?
What?
You sure it wasn't Kathleen Kennedy?
I'm positive it wasn't Kathleen Kennedy. But yeah, young Han Solo is not going to be in Rogue One. A lot of people were saying that, but he's not. But Darth Vader is, and James Earl Jones is returning to do his voice, and that's fucking awesome. I'm happy about that. And I got this. We can wrap it up with this last story here. Do you remember when how Microsoft came out with the Xbox 360 a whole year before PS3 came out? Does that sound familiar to you at all?
Wait, what?
How the Xbox 360 came out a year before PlayStation? PlayStation 3?
It did?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
That's the only reason I have a 360 is because there was a game that I wanted, and I didn't want to get it on PS2 because I knew the new consoles were coming.
Uh-huh.
And so I ended up buying a 360 just so I could play that game on the high with the better graphics.
I thought it was the same situation as like PS4 came out like a month before Xbox One.
No, it came out a year after 360.
Oh, I didn't know it was a year.
Yeah, it was a full year, or almost a full year. There was a interview with the former Xbox chief Robbie Bach, and he's talking about how they knew that they were gonna they didn't he was like, we didn't know we were gonna win at the time, but we knew we had an advantage because Xbox 360 at the time when it first came out, it was selling at $299 or $399 for the Pro version, which is the one like the higher, like it had a bigger hard drive. There was a 20 gig and a 60 gig options for the PS3 and for the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 was priced at $299 and the Pro was $399. When PlayStation 4 came out or PlayStation 3 came out, it was for the same two versions. It was $499 and $599.
Uh-huh.
So that's a huge fucking difference. You know what I mean?
How much do you think the NX is gonna be?
The NX? Fuck.
I think it'll be like 300.
Probably about 3. I don't think it'll go over 350. But yeah, with the whole pricing thing, Xbox knew like, yeah, we got this because fucking that shit's expensive and people aren't gonna want to buy that shit. And yeah, so that's that. It was just funny that they were interviewing him about that recently. And now if you look at it now, it's like both consoles are priced around the same. But
PlayStation is still
it's just
outselling them.
outselling them. Just
By a
dominating.
large margin.
You know that Sony's not really doing well sales-wise, but except for the gaming department.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like overall, Sony's not like I guess because if you look at other Sony products, they're like their TVs are fucking expensive. They're everything that Sony makes is like it's good quality shit, but it's expensive. As
Yeah.
fuck. So a lot of people
We're like, well, it's good quality, but then like there's like Vizio and other TVs that are like still pretty
damn good.
They're still pretty good. And they're way more affordable.
Yeah, and some of them look nicer. You know what I mean? Like there was a Sony TV I wanted to buy recently. Before I bought this TV, it was between this and a Sony one, and I ended up going with the Samsung one just because it looked better. The Sony one,
the Samsung ones are good too.
Yeah, so. But yeah, but with Sony and their other departments are not doing so well, but their gaming departments, like that's their big money maker right now. They need to focus more on that because, yeah.
Jeez.
Whereas what fucking 3 years ago, that was not the case. They were just losing money all around.
Mm-hmm.
Because to go back to the story, like I said, when they were talking about it, because they knew, Xbox knew kind of pretty much what, or Microsoft I should say, knew what was going into the PS3. They kind of knew that, hey, they're making this console and like the parts that they're using are really fucking expensive. But they figured, okay, well, maybe they'll eat the cost for some of these and then release a more expensive version of it later, you know?
Right.
But when they announced that price, they were like, he said he remembered saying out loud in a room full of people, "Oh, this could be really fun," because yeah, it's a fucking $200 difference.
Yeah.
And you know, it was one of those things where people made their choices. Especially like I said, Xbox not only did they come out a year sooner, but it was cheaper. You know what I mean? So people had more experience with it already. I made the jump to PS3 as soon as PS3 came out. And I never looked back, and I don't regret that
So you
decision.
put down $700 for a PS3.
Yeah, I did. And because I remember, and like, well, when I got my PS4, I think I paid $8 for it.
You paid $800 for your PS4
at Best Buy, but
why?
That came with an extra controller. It came with 3 games. It came with a year of because. Best Buy now their gamer club unlocked. Before it was $150 for 2 years. Now it's $30.
Okay, you paid for that Blockbuster membership.
I got that.
So you didn't pay for an $800 PS4.
No. And then I got 2 years of PlayStation Plus with that.
But like you paid $700 just for the PS3.
Yes, I did.
That's the thing.
No, $600.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Still an absurd
Still
amount of
a
money.
lot of fucking money. Actually, I think I want to say I paid $800 because it was the same kind of thing, a bundle deal. But still, you know what I mean? That's fucking nuts. When you think about it, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yep.
And but what was awesome about it was backwards compatible with PS1 and PS2 games. And I would still have that PlayStation if it wouldn't have died on me.
Yeah.
I was so bummed that
Did
day.
you get a yellow light?
Yep, yellow light. And I fixed it. I took it to a place. They fixed it for me for $50. But it only lasted another month after that. And I took it back to them. They said, okay, well, we can repair it again. Because they gave me a 3-month warranty on it when they repaired it. They go, well, we can repair it again. But if it happens again, like, you know, we'll just give you your money back, you know. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it for us to just keep fixing it. And then it happened again. Luckily, it happened around the same time that the GameStop was doing. It happened during the holidays.
Uh-huh. So there were sales on it.
Yeah, well, no, GameStop, what they were doing was if you brought in a console, they would just give you $150 for the console.
Oh, okay.
And so I took it in, and it was like I had just gotten it fixed, so it was working, but it was one of those times where it was like I knew it was dying because it would work and then it would die, then it would work and it would die, you know. So I took it to GameStop and I fucking sold it to them, and they were like, does it work? And I was like, yeah, it works. Okay, well, we gotta test it before we can buy it from you. Like, okay, go ahead, plug it in, test it out. Oh yeah, it works. Okay, you're good to go.
Yeah. Dodge that bullet.
Yep. And then I remember I had another one that my nephew had. It he had given it to me because he had it in the bed of a truck, and it bounced around in the bed of his truck and broke. But like just the cover broke, but like it didn't. It would turn on, but it wouldn't play games. Like you could turn it on, but like if you put a disc in, like if you had digital games, it would
So you
work.
took it to GameStop and they turned it on.
All they
like,
do,
"Alright, it
all they
works."
do is turn it on. And they're like, yeah, it works. You're good to go. And that was it.
Little did they know 1 week later. That fucker.
Yep. So I got $300 at a GameStop, and I remember I bought all kinds of shit. I bought a new console for like half of that, and I bought a bunch of games and shit. But GameStop deserved it.
Funny.
Fuck GameStop. Fuck them in the dirty asses. That's how I feel about GameStop. In case you didn't know.
Sponsored by GameStop.
Yeah, sponsored by GameStop. But see, that's why I went with the Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked thing.
Uh-huh.
And I told you what to get with that, right?
Yeah, a while ago. I forgot what the whole thing was.
The biggest thing is 20% off new games.
Okay.
Whereas GameStop, you get 10% off used games. You might get more money for your trade-ins,
Yeah.
but Best Buy does the same thing. I get more money for trade-ins, but I get 20% off new games. So for $60 for a $60 game, I'm pretty much getting it for. I think it's 54. No.
What do they consider new games? Just games that haven't been
Games
owned
that
by
have not been
anybody
pre-ordered.
else,
Yeah.
or like games that are like
No,
just came out
as long
like
as
2
it hasn't
weeks
been
ago.
pre-ordered. As long as it hasn't been pre-owned.
Okay.
Any new game, as long as it's considered new, like it's like never been played before, then yeah, it's a new game. And then what's cool about it too, the other thing that I get with Best Buy, and we're not sponsored by Best Buy, but this is a fucking great deal. And right now
Sponsored by Best Buy.
it's $30 for 2 years, right? And so you get 20% off new games, and then when you pre-order games from Best Buy, the day you pick it up, you get a $10 gift card.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't get. You get it like a few days later, because they don't let you do it that day. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you get a $10 gift card for pre-ordering games. When you pre-order a game and pick it up, you get a $10 gift card for it. And then like when you buy games, you get double points for the Best Buy rewards, and every 250 points, you get a $5 gift card. So you just have to buy 4 games. Every 4 games you buy, you're getting a $5 gift card. On top of pre-order. So now if you're pre-ordering a game and then you're buying, like say you pre-order 4 games and you pick up all 4 games, that's $40, right? Then you get a $5 gift card on top of that, plus 20% off a new game. So you're pretty much getting a free new game. You know what I mean?
Wait. What is it? $10 for pre-ordering?
Yeah, $10 for pre-ordering.
And then $5 gift card after doing that?
Yeah.
And
$5
then
gift card for every 250 points. And so you're getting.
How much?
Actually, no. So you're getting.
How often do you get 250 points?
Well, you get double points for your purchases on games, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're buying a $60 game. Even with the discounts and stuff, they still charge. They're giving you points for what the price of the game is. So you're getting 120 points per game. And every 250, you're getting a reward.
Okay, so that's like. So
3 games, maybe? Yeah.
2.5.
2.5 games. You're getting a $5 gift card.
Okay, so then that's another $10.
Yep.
So and then 20% off of a $60 game.
Yep.
What's that, like $12?
About, yeah.
So you're gonna get half off.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
It's a really good deal. But the thing is if you don't like actual physical copy, I think you can buy digital copies from Best Buy too. I'm not sure though. I know you can buy DLC shit from Best Buy, but I don't know if you can buy digital copies.
I just stick to
PlayStation.
stuff.
But I mean, it works. But see, that's the other thing too. Like, say, like you want to buy a controller, you can use those points to buy controllers. And buying controllers and anything gaming related gives you double points. So it works out. I think on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Again, don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Don't forget to check out therealpressstart.com. Latest episodes always on the front page. Follow us on Twitter at RealPressStart. Follow us on Instagram at TheRealPressStart.
RealPressDart.
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 And on that note, game over.
What are we talking about?
No more questions.